Hello you guys, it's Christina and welcome to episode 4 of testing weird Spoonie products. Now I know it's been a hot minute since I posted any videos on this channel, so you might be thinking, what the heck happened to her? She's gained a lot of weight, and you would be correct. The reason I'm addressing this today is because it does have something to do with the product we will be testing. So basically, since you guys have last seen me, I have gone through quite an interesting time. Quite a few surgeries, quite a few infections, including 2 septic infections. Oh, and I also broke my pelvis because I fell after surgery, and yeah, that was not a good thing to do. My body just kind of gave out when it came to the drainage thing, so I have been retaining fluid like crazy. I am so swollen. I don't know, you can probably tell from my face, my chest, my arms, very swollen. The worst of it is in my legs and in my upper thighs and buttocks, which is really fun. But I also did start incorporating food back into my life again after being on a feeding tube for many years. So a little bit of that weight, I think, is true weight gain, but most of it is swelling and just my lymphatic system being unable to keep up. This swelling problem has become so severe that I now have to go and see a specialized therapist who is going to like massage the fluid out of the area and then wrap it super tight so that it can't go back in. And I'm doing exercises for all of this in the meantime, yada yada. But this condition is really painful for me. My body is at total capacity. It's not feeling its best. Therapy starts in 2 weeks. So I figured, in the meantime, let's see what the internet has for a solution. Me being me, I bought these. If you've ever had a surgery or if you've been in the hospital, you're probably pretty familiar with something like this. These are inflatable compression leg wear. We always just call them the leg squeezers when I'm in the hospital because they inflate with air, squeeze your legs, and then relax, inflate, relax. It helps to keep the blood moving when you are not moving, helps to prevent blood clots, which is not something you want to deal with. I actually love these things in the hospital. Last time they didn't put them on me and I requested that they go and find some. They told me I'm probably the only patient that they've ever come across who loves these things that much. I hate being massaged and touched. So if these things could replace actual physical human contact, then that would be ideal. Now, I have spoken to all my doctors about this and they are okay with me using this. I would really recommend talking to your doctor before using anything like this. This is a rather medical device for something that you can just buy on Amazon. So I've just opened the box and I'm reading through the little manual that they give you. And it seems like this is pretty much made for people in my situation. I'm just reading all the precautions. Okay, don't walk. It says don't walk after you wear the wraps. How long? Does this mean I can never walk again? Alright, everything else seems pretty straightforward. It looks like this is pretty variable from person to person, which is nice. It's not like a specific size or anything like that. It is Velcro. So you can control just how tight you want it or how tight your doctor or therapist would like you to use it. And it shuts off after about 15 minutes, but it says you can restart it. There's a lot to read in here. I think I'm gonna check this out and I'm gonna get back to you guys. Okay, I think I've read most of the important parts of the instruction manual here. Kind of excited. Okay, looks like there's 2 of these. I didn't expect them to be gray. I don't know, I thought they would be white. I like the gray. All right. So, ooh, okay, this is what it looks like. So it's kind of like a boot, but don't forget, don't walk in them. Okay, here's, oh, here, a little R right on here. So this is the right leg. That must make this one, the left leg. Let's see, yep, here's the little L. Velcro, and this long little hose here with a little pluggy in thing. Unpack the other one. Wait, what is this piece here? These must be like a comfort panel. Let's consult the instruction manual, shall we? Here we have this little diagram of how to put them on, but I'm still seeing nothing about those other little pieces. Okay, I searched high and low through the instructions and there's no mention of these panels. I'm gonna assume that these are either some kind of comfort panel or that maybe these are like an extender, so that if you have really, really swollen legs or bigger legs, make it a little bit bigger and more comfortable for you. I don't know. I guess we'll see when I start using it if I end up finding where this should be. Just gonna put it aside for now, I guess. Okay, and then we also have power cord and control panel. This remote has 2 different modes and 3 air pressure settings. So I just looked it up. Mode 1 inflates the feet and calves separately. So it cycles through, it'll do like the foot and then relax and then do the calf and relax. While mode 2 is the foot and the calf compress out once, relax. Obviously the air pressure is just controlling how tight you want it to go. That way you're not playing around with Velcro the whole time if you decide that the pressure is too much or too little. Then we just have 2 little spots here to plug the squeezers into, right and left, and then we have a spot down here to plug the power cord. And it is not battery powered, this is plug-in. You gotta be near a wall outlet, although I feel like you're probably not gonna be wearing these on the go anyway. I have to say I'm actually kind of surprised that this is all that's to it. I kind of figured that there would be like a machine besides this would all plug into. I know in the hospital there's like a big machine. So I'm pleasantly surprised. I don't want another big machine in my life. I have enough of those. And so this is kind of cool. This is very portable compared to what I was expecting. It also comes with this little carrying bag for it. So it looks like everything fits. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can see me through the mesh. So you can store them and have them be portable without having to carry this giant box everywhere with you. So that rocks too. I'm actually going to go and set this up in my living room because that is the most comfortable place for me to sit down and do this. And I also am going to measure around my calves. Then I will measure again afterwards, and we can kind of see if there's any difference. Ideally, with a product like this, I would expect that some of the swelling in my legs would dissipate, but I'm interested to see if just one 15-minute round can actually do that. And another cool thing about this product, I think, is theoretically, it might be a good thing for POTS patients. So POTS is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. And basically, a lot of people in our community have it. It's a form of dysautonomia, and you end up with a lot of blood pooling in your legs. So blood pooling is a little bit different than swelling. It's just a different kind of fluid in a different space, but the idea is pretty similar. So if this helps with edema, then maybe, just maybe, it'll also help with POTS. Okay, welcome to my living room. I plugged the little controller into the wall. Now I'm going to plug the squeezers into the controller, and then I'm going to switch to a leg view. I'm going to measure my calves, put the things on, and then we're going to try this out. Here I am again, just posting my feet on the internet, just asking for trouble at this point. The instructions say to make sure that you always run the machine with both sides plugged in, even if you only plan to use it on one leg. Why is this so hard to do with one hand? We are gonna be using it on both legs anyway, so we want them both plugged in. I can't do this with one hand. I'm gonna do this and I'll be right back. All right, I've got it. It took a little bit of oomph to get that last one in there, but it's all set up, so I'm gonna switch to the leg view. I have the tape measure here, and I'm just gonna measure around the widest part of my calf. And I am gonna use centimeters because I feel like it's a little bit more specific. And my two legs might be a little bit different because I did have leg surgery on this one a couple years ago. I haven't quite put on all of the muscle. So I'm gonna measure both legs. Okay, so we have about 37 centimeters on this left leg here, about 35 on the right leg. All right, make sure it's lined up, and I guess you just Velcro it down. Now, I'm not making it super tight, but I'm making it as tight as I can comfortably, because I think my legs are still a little bit small, even though they're swollen, and this isn't really a sized product. It's kind of a one-size-fits-all thing. So that's the right one. Looks like I'm strapping into some moon boots or something like that. It's pretty comfortable. I'm not really feeling where I would need those extra pads that we found. Cute. Okay, I'm gonna sit back, get comfortable. I think that I want to try mode number 1. Let's turn it on. And then it's already on mode 1. Oh, it's already going. Okay, can you see this? So it's definitely getting tighter. It's filling up with air here. I think that it's starting with the feet because I can feel it more in the feet. But it's definitely comfortable. It's not super tight. I think I would like it tighter, so I am gonna actually turn up the air pressure. Oh, okay, now I'm feeling it. Ooh, that feels really good. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up 1 notch on the air pressure and see how that feels. Sit back and relax. It's just like it was bunching up here, and then when it inflated, it's kind of hurting my ankle a little bit, but I think this is gonna be a little bit better. And why don't we try mode number 2? They do feel a little bit more comfortable now. I think it was just the way that I had it strapped on. But I think that I liked mode number 1 a lot better, just personally. I kind of like that back and forth action instead of just the entire thing inflating. So I am gonna put it back on mode number 1. This is really fun. Maybe I'm just really boring, but I love trying out new things. All right, well, I'm gonna let this run for its 15 minutes, and then I will meet up with you guys again for final thoughts. Air pressure mode number 3 is a little bit intense. I'm gonna stick to number 2, I think. All right, guys, well, I just finished my first 15-minute session, which actually went quite quickly. I sort of wish it was a little bit longer, but I am going to stick with just the 15 minutes because that is what the box recommends, and it's also what my doctor recommends. So I'm gonna take them off, and I'm gonna measure my legs again. Also, I did a little bit of fooling around with this, and it does appear that this is just like an extender if your legs happen to be a lot more swollen than mine. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so this piece, you would put it like this here, and then you could Velcro the sides like this. So this thing could take a pretty big leg, which is good because it's for edema, and edema can get pretty serious. So, cool, we figured that one out. Now let's get these off. And let's get out the tape measure, shall we? So this is only after one 15-minute session. 36 centimeters. Right leg looks like about 33 centimeters or 33 and a half maybe. I'm kind of surprised. It was just pretty gentle. What really interests me now is 2 things. Number 1, if I were to measure again in a few hours or tomorrow morning, would that swelling stay down, or is it all just going to immediately come back? And number 2, can I use this on other parts of my body? The calf part would fit well on my arm, and then the foot part could kind of be like the elbow down to the forearm. Seems like it would work, and I really want to try it out, but I'm going to have to email my doctor first. I might not hear back from her for a few days. So what I'm going to do is I am going to give this a few days. I'm going to do it for 15 minutes a day. I'm going to measure and see how fast the swelling returns, if it does. I do kind of want to try putting on compression socks after and seeing if that makes any difference. I'm going to email my doctor about the arm idea, and if she says I can give it a go, then I don't think I'm going to include it in this video just for the sake of time, but I can make a part 2. So for now, I guess I'll just check in with you guys in a few days. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day. I apologize for the extreme lighting. Can't control the weather. My plan was to try to do this at the same time every night so I could have accurate readings for you guys. But then this morning I realized that I was gonna have to take a shower due to my port accessing schedule, and showers really set off a lot of blood pooling for me, so I wanted these results to be accurate. So I'm going to give you guys a reading of what my legs have done since my first session, and then I think I'll do another session and give you that reading. But I'm almost thinking of doing it twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening time, and we'll just see like throughout the day if what I did in the morning lasts until my second treatment of the day. So without further ado, let's go measure. You can kind of see my sock lines and dents, even though these are really loose socks. All right, this is looking like 36 centimeters on the left, about 33.5 to 34 on the right. And I think that I'm gonna stick with mode 1 and air pressure 2. Okay, so I just finished another 15-minute session. And I have to say that I was actually having a really hard time not pushing that button again and doing another 15 minutes. But I wanted to be accurate for you guys. So here I am. I might actually put them back on after this and do another 15 minutes. It feels so good. So it looks like we have about 35 and a half on the left leg, about 32.5 to 33 on the right leg. So that is definitely down from where it was. Okay guys, I'm gonna be honest, I pushed the button for a round 2 after the first 15 minutes and after our last check-in, and I'm literally sitting here crying because it just feels so good, and I guess I'm just like so used to having so much pain in my feet and my ankles that I didn't know what it was supposed to feel like until now, and it's amazing. I went on Amazon and I found ones that actually go all the way up to your calves, and they even have like heating available around the knee area. And so like and comment on this video if you want to see me test those ones out. I would absolutely love to test those ones out. In fact, whether or not I film the video, I'm probably going to test those out. This is really amazing. I like compression, and so this is gonna be a game changer for me. 36.5 on the left, about 34.5 on the right. looks like 36 centimeters on the left, 35 centimeters on the right. We're at about 35 on the left, 34 on the right. I am running IV saline at the moment, which usually makes my legs pretty puffy. So I'm gonna put all of my compression wear on and we'll see if that makes a difference. Alright lovelies, it is the end of the day and I have been wearing my compression wear all day long and it's time to strip it all off and get ready for bed. So I figured it was time to do our final measurements for the day. Left side, just about the same as it was this morning at 35. Right side looks about the same, 34. Okay, so we didn't lose any centimeters, which we weren't really expecting, but we didn't gain any back either. It's a little bit different than some of our other tests. So that's really good news. That means none of the swelling came back over the entire day. That's kind of a major improvement, especially for an at-home product. So I totally give this a thumbs up. I love it. I'm gonna make everybody in my family try it. I feel like anyone could benefit from a little bit of compression therapy, a little bit of a massage at the end of the day. So I'm gonna meet you over in final thoughts. So, final thoughts on the leg compression device. I guess the best place to start is, was it worth the money? And the answer to that is absolutely, unequivocally, 100% yes. I know it's an expensive product. I just went and looked and found the same exact one on Amazon and it is going for around $90, which I know is a lot of money to a lot of people. It certainly was to me. I was lucky I did catch it during a sale, but it was still expensive. But I can tell you that I have gotten my money's worth from this product. I have gotten my money's worth, my dad has gotten his money's worth, my sister has gotten her money's worth, my mom has gotten her. Everybody in my household loves this product. Now I did mention earlier in the video that I had found an Amazon link for a version that was thigh high and also had heating and that I was thinking of purchasing it. Well, I did. And that one ran me about $100. I will link that one down below as well because I think that if I were to go back and choose just one, that I would choose the thigh high one. I really, really love the heat in the feet and in the knee. And I like having that extra squeezing in my thighs. That is where I was putting on the most swelling and I pretty much have dropped like 5 pants sizes since I started using it, and it's really not a huge difference in price for the extra features. That being said, it really is all about your specific needs. I also should mention that this is not a sponsored video. I had never heard of this brand before in my life before ordering this product. These leg squeezers have honestly saved me in these last couple months. Like I mentioned in the video, because of COVID, all of my manual massage appointments were canceled for at least the next few months. And I was struggling so much with the swelling that I wasn't even able to keep food down because there was just so much pressure in my body. So this has kind of been my only treatment besides exercise, and I cannot tell you what a difference it has made. And I just heard back from my doctor saying that I have the go-ahead to try out the squeezers on my arms. So if you do want like a part 2 to this episode, let me know. I would love to like compare and contrast them a little bit, show you guys what the other features are, and I totally want to see what it does to my arms because now that my legs have gone down so much, my arms are where most of my swelling is and it kind of looks unproportionate. I never really had much in the way of the thighs and the booty anyway, so I'm a little bit top heavy right now. It happens. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here. It's nice and long already. It's been a beast to edit through. And I am so glad to finally be getting it out to you guys. I'm hoping that my upload schedule will get a little bit more regular as my body continues to improve. But at this point, I'm not making any promises. But I am just really excited to share this video with you guys because the more and more I've learned about edema, the more I've realized how many people in our community are struggling with it. And I just want you guys to know that the struggle is real. It is so much work to try to keep the swelling down, and I know that a lot of days it feels kind of useless, but you are more than a number on a scale, and there is hope out there for you. So hang on, we're in this together. I'm gonna keep sharing my journey, and I just really hope that this video is helpful to some of you guys who are in the same boat as me. Also, one more thing, I kind of breezed over it with a caption really fast in the video, but the compression wear that I have been using was actually sent to me by the company Incrediwear. They are so nice, and it is definitely the best compression wear that I have ever worn. Usually I can't really tolerate the fabrics, and it's just not breathable or comfortable, or it wears out. I've not had that problem with Incrediwear, and it has some really cool technology where it has like metal woven into it to help your body to heal. I don't know, it's really awesome. I'll probably end up doing a whole review video on that someday, but just if you guys are also struggling with lymphedema, you're probably also looking for some compression wear, so I just figured I'd throw it out there. Incrediwear has been incredible to wear, and they pretty much have a compression garment for every part of your body. If you like this video and you want to see more product review videos, definitely give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Tell me in the comments if there are any specific products that you want me to try out. I really want to do some product reviews of some more affordable products, as I know I tend to go towards more high-end products for these videos, and it's just like not really doable for everybody. It's barely doable for me, believe me, especially right now in the current situation. And if you really enjoy the videos and you want to see more, let me know by subscribing and hitting that little bell notification. That way you will know immediately when I upload a new video, and there's a higher likelihood that I will be able to interact with you in the comments before everything gets kind of crazy. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope that you are all staying safe and healthy and home. This world is crazy right now. I know it's really hard, but we are in it together. We are here. I would say especially the Instagram community. So if you are feeling lonely or having a hard time, hop over to Instagram. Don't be a stranger. Send me a DM. I can't always answer right away, but I promise that I will do my very best. And until next time, love you guys. Goodbye.